If you're a DIY girly and you want to learn how to take your eyebrows from this to this, stay tuned, baby. I'm finna teach you, okay? We finna go step by step on how to tint your eyebrows. So first things first, you're gonna need eyebrow razors for this tutorial. I got these from TJ Maxx, but you can really find them anywhere, and this will give your brows a more clean look. Next, you're gonna need a eyebrow henna kit. I got this off Amazon. It was really affordable. This is like the main component. It's gonna help stain the eyebrows to make them look fuller. You're gonna need some cotton rounds to clean your eyebrows and cotton swabs to get a more precise shape. This is the toner that I'm gonna start off using to clean my eyebrows. It is a glow toner that I got from TJ Maxx, and now we're gonna start by cleaning the eyebrows with the cotton rounds, just making sure all the dirt and grease is off. Next, we're gonna get our small eyebrow razor. If you have just a regular size one, that's okay too. If you have some under eye patches, go ahead and put them on. This is optional right here. I broke off a piece. I didn't know it was that easy to break off, but I got these from Dollar Tree. I've been wanting to use these for so long, and I'm like, hey, this is the perfect time to use them. So here I am, just putting them on my eyes. So you're gonna get your patches and put them on your eye and let them sit for however long it says. And while them sit on our eyes, we just gonna continue on with the next step, which is outline your eyebrows. I started off with a purple pencil. I be seeing the girls on TikTok with a white pencil, but I did not have a white pencil, so you're gonna see me switch to a more like tan beige pencil that highlighted my skin better than this purple pencil did, because it was like 2 to 3 shades lighter than my skin tone. So if you don't have a white pencil, just get something that highlights your eyebrow, something that's a little bit lighter than your skin tone. In true DIY girly fashion, baby, this is trial and error. We know what not to do. Now we're gonna clean that off and we gonna do it right. So now we gonna properly highlight or offset our eyebrow with the pencil that is 2 to 3 shades lighter than your skin tone if you don't have white. So we just gonna outline the natural shape of our eyebrow. The idea is to be able to see the hairs that don't belong with this outline. So if there's any hairs outside of the outline, or if there's any hairs on the outline, you want to get rid of those hairs. So you want to be as precise as possible so you don't take off too much hair, or so you don't leave too much hair. But it is better to leave too much hair than to take off too much. And boom, this is how your eyebrows should look once you outline them. Now we going in with our small eyebrow razor. Be very careful. You're gonna start off at the top of your eyebrow and shave downward. You want to be careful, don't shave too far into your eyebrow. As you can see, I'm being slow and steady, really gentle. You don't want to cut yourself. Very mindful, very classy. I'm starting up above my eyebrow, then bringing the razor down right where the highlight of my eyebrow is. I tried to shave it upward, but I didn't really like that way, so I went back downward. This was more natural feeling to me, more comfortable, more simple. So we're just gonna keep cleaning up around our eyebrows until we get the precise shape that we like. Since this is a DIY tutorial and this might be your first time arching your eyebrows, just like it's my first time, I wanted you to be able to see this whole process, so I didn't want to cut any clips out, but I am going to speed up the next few clips. I'm going to let the music play, so just pay attention to how far away I start from my eyebrow and how careful I'm being. Now we doing the same thing to the other eyebrow. I zoomed out so that you could see it from a more realistic angle. That little highlight that you see around my eyebrow is from the pencil that I used to offset my eyebrow, so I could clearly see the hairs that needed to go. If you pay attention, right there where the razor is, you see the darkness of the hairs that are outside of the line, and that's what I take off. I also shaved the middle of my eyebrows just to get any extra hairs to make it look cleaner and more precise. Now I'm gonna speed the rest of this clip up and let you listen to music while you do your eyebrows along with me. This should give you enough time to be able to finish your eyebrow in real time with me. If you need more time because it is sped up, just pause it and then finish your eyebrow, and then we'll move on with the next step. Also, let me know in future videos, do you want me to speed up steps of the tutorial, or would you like it all in real time? Let me know, girl. I'm just here to teach you what I know and how to save money and how to look cute while doing it, okay? Now that we done arching our eyebrows, I think this is called a spoolie. You're gonna get a spoolie and brush your eyebrows in its natural direction just to make sure we like our shape and everything. If we don't like it, of course we can go back. That's why I say don't take off too much, take off a little at a time, because you can always take off more, but you cannot add more. So right now we're just cleaning up our eyebrows a little bit more. Earlier in the tutorial, we started far away from our eyebrows. Therefore, we have enough hair to come back and clean up a little bit more around our eyebrows. Just make sure you're checking your progress in between so that you can see the true shape of it and the true thickness of it. Let me know if this is making sense to you, girl. Let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to ask me, okay? So we're going to take that same toner that we used in the beginning to clean our eyelashes. I did switch out my toner because I didn't like the smell of the other toner. But this is another toner that I got from TJ Maxx. And we're just gonna clean our eyebrows, clean all the extra hair off. And girl, it is time to take these eye patches off, okay? They felt good, but I was low-key relieved to take them off. I don't see how girls be wearing these all day. Like, what? Now it's finally time for the exciting part, the henna part of this eyebrow tutorial. This is how you're gonna get your eyebrows tinted. This is a henna kit that I got from Amazon that I showed you earlier in the tutorial. So we just gonna take all of the contents of the package out. These are the instructions. I just wanted you to see everything that came with it. Read the reviews and just buy it to your own discretion. It does tell you to do a patch test, but these are all the things that you will need, and there are many different other ones on Amazon. I just liked this one because of all the stuff that it came with. So if you want to buy this exact henna kit to follow along with this tutorial, I linked it in the description box for you, along with the other products that I used in this eyebrow tutorial. These are all packets of henna, and you can do like 8 to 10 sets of brows with one packet. That's what the pack said, and I do still have a lot left from my first pack that I used. So sister girl, we cutting open the first packet of henna, and we just gonna follow what the directions said. This both our first time. If it ain't your first time, okay, this still a trial and error where we gonna figure some things out. So it came with a pack within a packet. I assume that was for like the freshness of the contents inside the packet, and you're gonna need scissors for this. Do not use your teeth, sister girl. Why would you do that? So we gonna take the spoon that came with the kit, and they said scoop a half spoonful and put it in that little container that I showed you earlier. Now, as a DIY girly who goes overboard with product, I'm telling you, this is all you need. I thought I needed more too. That's why I'm looking crazy. Like, what? This ain't gonna be enough. But trust me, it was more than enough. The next step we gonna do is get a few drops of water with the dropper that came in the kit, add it to the container with the henna powder, and we gonna mix it until it gets like a little pasty creamy texture. You don't want it too dry and you don't want it too wet. You want it to be able to paint it on your eyebrow. So this is how our mixture should look, and I wanted to tell you, Side note, if you see me looking over, I'm looking to make sure that I'm in the frame. But anywho, next step, we gonna start painting. Just how we would do if we was doing our makeup. If we would fill our eyebrows in with a pencil, we gonna do that same thing with this henna paste that we just made. So we want to make sure we being careful in drawing inside the lines. Girl, I had to take it back to kindergarten, okay? I had to be super careful inside the lines. I had to keep telling myself. When we outlined our eyebrows earlier and cleaned them up with the razor, those are the lines that I'm talking about. If you don't want it to stain there, try not to get it there because this stained pretty quickly. Two things. As you can see, we don't go all the way to the front of our eyebrow because we don't want that to look blocky and too dark. So we gonna fade it in, but first we gonna do the tail ends of each eyebrow. And as you can see, just like polish, when you put on that first coat, it's still kind of see-through, so that's why you go over with that second coat. That's what we're gonna do to both eyebrows. So we already did it to the first eyebrow, and now we're gonna do it to this eyebrow. Also, you want to make sure your shape is as close as possible. Girl, your brows should be sisters, not cousins, okay? Twins if you can, but at least sisters. You want to work kind of fast because it does stain kind of fast, but I'm gonna show you how to go through and clean up a mess up or make the brows more sharp and precise. So just stay tuned for that. Now we start fading in the beginning of the brow just so that it won't stain as harsh as the rest of the brow. You want the natural ombre effect. Now if you like your brows like that, then okay, that's fine. Now we're gonna take our Q-tip with our toner and we're just going to clean around the brow. I'm looking at them to make sure that I like the shape and everything. What do I need to clean? How thick is the brows? Do I want them thinner? Do they match? Are they twin sisters? Are they sisters? Is it her and her Baddie friend? Like, what's tea? Girl, you want your brows to be related in the closest way, okay? You want to make sure your cotton swab is wet but not too wet, just wet enough to go past and swipe the shape of the brow that you want. We already did the shaping through the arching when we carved out the brows with the pencil. We arched away the sparse hairs. Now you're just gonna go back through, carve out the shape with the henna paint, and you're gonna carve it back out with the toner. The goal is to make it as precise and clean cut as possible. Right here I'm just going in and filling in the front of my eyebrows. Make sure you don't do it too dark or don't leave it on too long. So for this one, I didn't do 2 layers like I did the tail, and I could have waited like a few more minutes to add the henna paint to the front, but I just ended up taking it off sooner than I took off the tail end of the brow because I didn't want it to stain too dark. So I'm gonna speed the video up and let you listen to music while you follow along with the tutorial. If you need to, make sure you pause it, finish your brow, and then we can continue on with the next step. But basically, yeah, you just want to keep doing it in true DIY girly fashion. If y'all hear that, that's my stomach growling. I woke up straight on business, straight on editing, okay? But yeah, just keep cleaning it up to your liking until you get it to a point where you like the shape, the thickness, and the neatness. So here is when I realized I should have waited a little longer to put henna on the front of my eyebrows because it's starting to dry and it gets darker as it dries. But when you take it off, it won't be as dark as it first looks, and then when days go past, it will get lighter too. So I just decided though to take it off because the front of my eyebrows did not need to be as tinted as the rest of my eyebrows, and I did not want to risk dark, bulky, boxy eyebrows. That's just not my style. Side note, as I'm taking it off, I'm not taking the henna completely off, but I'm taking most of it off the front of my eyebrows, and I'm fading it in with the cotton swab. So I just like swiped it hard in the front and then lightly swiped it going towards the middle of the eyebrow so that it could have a natural ombre effect. So you know the drill by now, sister girl. I'm gonna speed up this part of the video so that you can follow along and listen to music. If you need to, pause it. If you got any questions, drop it in the comments. So yeah, girly, just follow along with the cleanup process and then we'll move on to the next step. What you see me doing here is just going back in as it dries. I'm seeing sparse areas where I would like it to be tinted a little bit more, so I'm just adding that in to give it a cohesive, natural looking ombre eyebrow effect. I want my whole eyebrow to look consistent and cohesive, so that's what I'm doing here, just going back, fading some parts in and still cleaning up. Another thing I want to know, do you like when I talk through the whole video where it's like no cuts, just all talking, or do you like the music in between where it's like no talking and then music and you watch the video, then I jump back in and talk? How would you like these tutorials to go? Let me know, girl. Right here I started to get so happy. I took a little dance break. I'm like, yeah, I'm that girl, yeah. I saw this on TikTok and I made it come to life. It's just like, yeah. So I told you earlier that I switched out my toner because I didn't like how the other one smelled. I guess I didn't switch it out at that time because I'm switching it out now. But this is a toner that I got from TJ Maxx. It is a Korean toner. I got those videos coming too. I'm gonna start doing my Korean skincare, so let me know if that's something that you're interested in and do you want to know like the benefits and stuff like that. But now it's time for the review. So girl, after we let it sit for like 5 to 10 minutes, now we gonna wipe it off. I keep smelling the toner. It don't smell like nothing. 5 to 10 minutes, wipe it off, and oh my god, look at my face. I was so happy. I was like shocked. I'm like, wow, this really worked. I had so much fun doing this tutorial. I was so happy that it came out right. Everything came out cool, copacetic. Look at me, feeling myself again. Yeah. Lashes is next. So if you want to see that video, that is it. It is out, or it will be coming out soon after this video. So stay tuned. Subscribe so that you won't miss it. Turn on the post bell notification. But yeah, I had to zoom out so you could see like what it's giving. Like, look at this. I hadn't did my eyebrows in so long, and this is my first time arching my eyebrows and cleaning up around my eyebrows myself. I would go to the shop and get it done, and this is my first time tinting my eyebrows. And girl, I learned this all off TikTok. I'm like, oh, I love it. So of course, in true DIY girly fashion, I had to put the other DIY girlies on like yourself. Duh. But no, for real, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it really helped you. I hope you got your eyebrows to look just like this or better. And I hope that it was a success beautiful eyebrow day for you, okay? This is how your eyebrows should come out if you use everything that I taught you in this video. And just a little close-up action. Some spaces are still sparse. I could have went back in like with a second layer, but I didn't really want to do all that. Like, I liked it the natural look. I was cool with how they came out. Plus, I had somewhere to be, so I was just real cool with how they came out. I'm like, this is the first time, so the next time will be even better. And for you too, if you don't get it right on the first time, just keep trying. Practice really makes perfect. You get better each time you practice. Like that side, this eyebrow right here, I'm noticing that I messed up a little bit on the tint, which is why I'm trying to like see if the hairs could fix it or whatever, or I might have to fill in that little spot. But whatever, it was something minor that people wouldn't really notice, but something that I noticed. So just don't be hard on yourself. And yeah, serving face, yeah, serving brow, baby. Next finna be serving lashes, okay? So yeah, I just wanted you to be able to see how they came out. Now your tint will be different depending on how much hair you have on your eyebrows, like how thick or thin your brows are. Mine are kind of on the, I would say, the thinner, medium to thin side. So this is me showing you how much my skin was tinted, but the more brows you have, the more brow hairs you have, the more tinted it will be. Like, yes, it does tint the skin, but as the days go on, the skin tint does fade. So it helps if you have a lot of hairs there to give it that illusion of a darker brow. But also, on the other hand, you don't want it to be too dark to where you looking scary. And this part is optional. I just added some concealer under my eye that's a few shades lighter than my skin tone, just to highlight and like make it pop a little bit more and make it look a little bit more precise. This is the brush that came with the brow kit. I'm pretty sure this was for staining the brows, not for eyebrow concealer, but it was the first brush I picked up, so I just used it. And look at that. So cute, very classy, very mindful, very cutesy, okay? Drop your questions, concerns, thoughts, what next tutorial you might want to see down below in the comments. And let me know how your brows came out. And I'll see you in the next video. Mwah. Bye!